3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Starting on the ground with Herbert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
Hurts throw complete to Otten. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll run with Herbert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Otten. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Reek Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Seahawks at 500 hit 6-6. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw again. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Peters. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And out of bounds right around the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Walker now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And Walker once more. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. (3-0) after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. got this on 1st and goal. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Peters. And it's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Myers' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Read option. Here's Herbert. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. On 1st down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. It's rolled in by Baldwin. Touchdown! Philadelphia! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, You've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And his job was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Peters. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Pushing his way through and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's another 1st down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Great. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.